Hi folks, welcome to the channel. In this video we are going to look at crypto trading on Binance platform. So this video will give you the knowledge or every single thing you need to know to be able to trade properly on Binance platform. That's to trade crypto on Binance platform. Alright, so when you log into your Binance accounts, you get to see this interface. Alright, so I've already done a video about the interface of Binance, so I will put a link in the description below for you to be able to go through it if you don't know how to navigate your way around Binance platform. So when this shows up, you need to hover on top of trade and you get to see all this. That's the convert, the classic, advanced, margin, P2P, strategy, swap, and farm. So we are going to focus on the advanced for this video. Now the convert is when you want to quickly convert your crypto from one to the other. Let's assume you have maybe BNB and you want to convert it to BTC or maybe to USDT, for example. This is where you get to do it quickly. All right, so the classic is the classic interface of Binance. That's the trading interface of Binance, but we are going to focus on the advanced part of it. So this is the advanced. So when you click on it, it loads up to the advanced trading platform. That's the Binance trading platform for that. So this is how it looks like. All right, and from the top to bottom, we are going to walk through every single thing that you need to know on here. Now, top left, if you look under the Binance logo, you get to see this BTC/USDT. So this is the crypto pair. Right, in forex they call it the currency pair. So this is the crypto pair. Yes, you're actually trading BTC with USDT. So this is simply what it means. That's why you see BTC/USDT. So you can actually convert or more like switch to whichever crypto pair you want to. Let's assume I have USDT and maybe I want to trade BNB with USDT. I can easily search BNB USDT and it shows up. All right, so I can actually switch between whatever I want to, let's say, and it's not every single pair that is available for you. It's good for you to know that. So there are some pairs that are not available. Let's say I want to trade, maybe you can say you want to trade BTC for BNB. Let's know if it's available. BTC BNB, you can see it's not available, so you can't trade this for this. So what you do in a case whereby you want to trade that, you now have to, maybe you have BNB, you want to trade BTC. What you need to do, you now have to go to trade convert and then convert your BNB to USDT, and then you can come back to trade USDT for BTC. Okay, so that's for this crypto pair. So if you look under that, you see the time. So this is the time frames that you have. Okay, so before I'll come back to this time frame quickly. Now this is the chart. This is actually the chart where every single trade happens. This is where you analyze your trade and all that, right? So this, if you look on to this time frame now, you can see that the highlighted one is 1H, that's 1 hour, right? So what this simply means is that for each single candlestick here, so this is called a candlestick. For each single candlestick here, what it represents is 1 hour time frame for each. All right, so this time frame, what it means is that the price of the BTC against USDT went up at this price range, and at this 1 hour, within the 1 hour time frame here, it came down. Right, so not to be technical, what it means is that the price went up and the price came down. But in forex or in crypto, what we call it, or more like the technical term you call it, is that this is bullish and then that this is bearish. Right, so the red represents a bearish candle and then the green represents a bullish candle. But just assume, or more like on a layman's term, it means that the price went up and the price came down. All right, so going back to the time frame again, you can see that we have the 15M, which is 15 minutes. So the M represents minutes, the H represents hour, the D represents the day, and the W represents the week. Right, so this means 15 minutes time frame. So for every single, if you click on it, you see that it changes, and for every single time frame that you see on here, it simply means 15 minutes. So it took 15 minutes for the price to come back from. So if you hover on this, you can see that there is a switch. All right, So the time frame, look on here at this place, you can see that the time frame is switching. So it took 15 minutes for the price of BTC to come down from 4,000, roughly 42,000, okay, down to 41,300. All right, so that's what it means. So it took 15 minutes for this particular movement to happen. So this is what is being shown now, but you can actually see more. So if you hover on top of this arrow sign, you get to see all the time frames available, right? So the ones highlighted in yellow are the ones that are being shown on here. So if you hover back again, you see that the ones on white are the ones that are not being shown, right? So if you want to probably take a look at a 1 minute movement of the candlestick, you click on it, and what's being shown is this. Yeah, so for just 1 minute, it took the movement that actually happened within 1 minute. It's from 39,000 roughly to 39,200. Okay, so this is just example of what actually is happening within 1 minute. So this is actually a live movement. Okay, so you can see that it's still moving within this time frame. All right, so this is what it means simply. So you can actually look at, let's say, the monthly time frame to see what happened between that month. All right, so it's what simply means that for each candlestick it represents a 1 month time frame, right? So take it back to 1 hour, right? So moving to the next one, that's where you get to see the original, the trading view, and the depth. So the original means the Binance original charts, right? So this is the Binance original chart. Now you have what we call the trading view. If you click on it, it switches to the trading view. So the trading view is a more advanced tool for trading. Well, actually, later on I'll do a video on the trading view to explain to us how the trading view is. So you get a whole lot of other tools on the trading view, right? If you see this particular button over here, you can actually see the charts on trading view. So it moves you to the trading view platform where you can see the charts on trading view. All right, so you can see that there are a lot of other tools on here for you to be able to read what this candlesticks means at every time frame. So if we switch back to original, you can see that it just appears. All right, so that's for that. Now if we move to this middle man here, so this is the order book. So this is where the time frame changes, or more like the price range changes. So on here, what this is, or what this signifies, is the price of BTC currently. Okay, so this is the price that is buying / selling at. So the green represents the sell orders, and sorry, the buy orders, and the red represents the sell orders. Okay, so this is the sell orders that you have actually seen, or more like that is going on currently. Okay, so if you place your own order, it logs into the logbook immediately if it's within this price range. All right, so this is for that. And then the last part of it is where you actually set up your own price. Okay, so we'll have the limit. Okay, first of all, we'll have the buy, we'll have the sell. So if you want to buy, of course, this is for the buy, and if you want to sell, you just need to click on it and it switches you to the sell part of it. Then you have to sell. So any single thing you're setting up for is for you to be able to sell at that point in time. Probably you probably have made your profits, or you are more like on a loss part and you just want to get out of your trade. So that's what it means. Now if we switch back to the buy part of it, you get to see the limits, the market, and the stop limit. So first of all, the limit. So we are going to look at the limit and the market, all right? Because the stop limit, you can still do that later on when you set up your trade, when your trade is already running. So on the limit part, it's you setting the price tag at what you want it to be. All right, so let me explain this with a naira and a dollar price range. Okay, now because I have my viewers in naira in Nigeria and outside of the country, so if you're looking at it from the naira point of view, let's assume that you have 1,000 naira and the current price range of BTC is currently at 2,000 naira, for example, right? And you want to buy at 1,000. So what you need to do is, on this price, you set it at 1,000 naira, so that when the price comes down to 1,000 naira, it immediately picks your trade up. Simply. Okay, so that's just what it means. Now the same thing happens to dollar part of it. So if you have, let's say, $500 and you want to buy at $500, but the price range is maybe, let's say, maybe at $1,000 or $700, you just need to set this price tag at $500 and automatically it picks your trade once it hits that $500 mark. That's when this thing hits $500 mark. All right. So if you look at this price tag currently, what's being shown here is 39,201. Let's assume that it's 39,200, right? And currently what's being shown here is 39,199 roughly. Okay, so it's way above 200 now. Okay, so what this means is that let's assume that I want to buy this at 3900. So I can just remove all this thing. So it's 3900.00, right? Yes. You can remove the zero if you want though. So we want to buy it at 3900. Now if you hover back on this chart, now look closely at this place, you will see that as I'm going up, the price is changing. Right? So if I set this at 3900, for example, or no, let me make it at 38 so it will be clear for us. Okay, so if I set this at 3800 now and you hover on top, you can see that where my mouse is roughly at 30. Yeah, it's at 38 now. So this is where my mouse is. So what I'm actually saying to the system is that once the price drops down to this place, 38, pick my order. Okay, I want to buy BTC once it drops at this particular rate. Okay, so I don't care what the market is, but once it drops to this particular rate, I buy. So if you are going up, you can see that the price is changing as I'm going up, and the price is changing also as I'm coming down. So that's what it simply means. All right, so you can set your USDT at what you want it to be, that's with respect to the current price range, and it can pick up your trade immediately. All right, so if you look on here, you can see that it's writing the price and the amount, right? So the amount is the number that you want to buy versus how much you are buying at. All right, so for whatever you set on here, it simply means that this is the price that you want to buy at. That's this market price, or whatever price you want to set it at. As the case may be, you want to set at $38,000, right? Okay, and then this simply means the amount that we want to buy. That's the number of BTC you want to buy. So in most cases, what you do is instead of setting it on here, you use the toggle button. You set it. Now already you must have made a transfer to your account. You must have had enough USDT, because here is 00, but you must have had enough USDT, or you should have enough USDT rather, to buy this. So what you need to do is, let's assume you have 1000 USDT on your account and you want to buy at 38,000, for example. So what you need to do is to decide how much you want to spend. Okay, how much USDT you want to spend. So let's assume you want to spend 500 USDT. You already know that 500 is half of 1000, so you just need to push this toggle button to 50, right? And automatically it gives you the range at which you want to buy at. Now this is 00 because we don't have any USDT on our wallet. All right, so once this is done, it automatically gives you a calculation of what is what on here, and then you click on your buy. Now that's for the limit order. So if you go to the market order now is what you want to buy at that market price. So you don't care how much is, unlike on the limit part where you have the price and you set it at what you want it to be. So this market is whatever the market is selling or buying at, that's what I want to buy at. So what you need to do is, I already have, let's say 1000 USDT, I just switch toggle, which is very fast for me, and 50, boom. Or maybe I switch it to 25 or whatever I want to switch it at. Or maybe let's assume that, because I don't want to use BTC because BTC is quite expensive. Okay, so if let's assume that you want to buy, let's say 1 BTC or 2 BTC, you can easily just write one BTC. Okay, it's actually red because we don't have the money for 1 BTC, but you can easily just write the number of crypto you want to buy or sell at, and automatically it logs it in, and then you click on buy and immediately pushes it into your logbook. All right, so this, when you scroll down, this is where you get to see your open orders. So the open orders is actually the order currently running. Okay, then you have your order history, your trading history, and your funds. All right, so this is what you need to know about the crypto trading, right?